Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, the most powerful person alive at the time, wrote this in his private journal, not for publication, for himself, alone in the dark. Confine yourself to the present. He wrote some version of that reminder dozens of times across his journals. The same man, the same note to himself, repeated for years until he died. He had every resource available to a human being, every comfort, every distraction, every answer his civilization could offer. And still, he couldn't stay present, and he knew it, and he kept writing the reminder anyway. I want to follow that. Why is it so hard to simply be here? Not somewhere better, not in the past, reviewing what happened, not in the future, rehearsing what might, just here, this, now. The Buddhists wrote about what they called monkey mind, the untrained mind swinging from branch to branch, never resting, always in motion. They wrote about this 2,500 years ago, before screens, before cities as we know them, before the attention economy, when life was, by any material standard, incomparably simpler. And still, the mind wandered. So this is not a modern problem, it is a human one. There is a hypothesis I've been following about why this might be so. The human brain evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to predict. Its primary job, anticipate what might come next. The animal behind the tree, the storm before it arrives, the threat in the expression on someone's face. The species that could imagine a future survived. The ones that couldn't, didn't. That capacity for prediction is probably the source of almost everything remarkable about human civilization. Language, art, science, architecture, all of it requires the ability to inhabit time that hasn't arrived yet. But that same capacity makes simple presence genuinely difficult. The mind that kept your ancestors alive by never fully relaxing is the same mind you're trying to settle when you want to just sit and be where you are. It is not broken. It is doing exactly what it evolved to do. That is not a comforting observation, but it might be a useful one. Because if the difficulty is structural, not a personal failure, not a weakness, not something you should have overcome by now, the relationship to it changes. Now here is the layer that the ancient traditions couldn't account for. Marcus Aurelius had to fight his own mind to stay present. That was hard enough. You have to fight your own mind. And an entire industry built specifically to prevent presence. Every platform you use, every notification, every algorithm, not designed with malice, but optimized with precision. For one thing, to keep you moving, to ensure that the moment you might go quiet, something arrives to fill the space. The ancient problem became an engineered one. If presence feels harder now than it should, you are not weaker than Marcus Aurelius. You are facing something he never had to face. The scale of the resistance is genuinely different. What the record shows, every tradition that took this seriously arrived at practices rather than insights. Not understand that the present matters, but do this repeatedly, and something slowly shifts. Meditation, contemplative attention, the repeated return to what is actually here. Different forms, same function, training a capacity that does not develop on its own, not a mind that never wanders, a mind that notices sooner. That is a different project, more honest, more possible. Marcus Aurelius didn't solve it. He kept writing the reminder until he died. Emperor of Rome, most powerful man in the world, still needed the note, because it means the effort is the point. not arrival, return. Every moment of genuine presence is something that had to be chosen against resistance, which means it counts for more than it looks like it does. The question to sit with: what would change today if you treated each moment of genuine presence as something that took real effort to get to and noticed it?